What will happen if someone locks you inside a room and stream you online and force you to entertain your viewers for your daily needs? Sounds terrifying, isn't it? So what if all this had actually happened? To know the answer, let's explore the story of the movie Cher, 2023. In the beginning of the movie, a fainted man is shown locked inside a room. He's not even wearing his clothes, just a locked up man inside a room in his inners. After waking up confused and doesn't understand how he got there, then he realizes that someone had kidnapped him and locked in that room. He checks the whole room to escape but didn't succeed. There is nothing in the room except a shower and sink. Then he tries to get out of the room, screams a lot and hits the wall very hard, still nothing happened. Then he noticed a monitor screen in the room. He goes in front of that and noticed that Cher is written in it. Then first he typed, "Hello." Then the screen also replied. He asked help for his escape but nothing happens, and the monitor replied incorrect. He then records his messages and asks questions to the monitor, but the monitor doesn't give any reply to his questions. So again he starts to hit the walls and scream for help. After getting tired, he goes to sink to drink water and found out there was no water in it. Then he again types in the monitor and asks for water, but the screen replied 5, which is the price for the water, which obviously he doesn't have. So again he returns in disappointment and starts to roll all over the floor. Then suddenly a pop-up of 1 point comes in the monitor. Then he realized that this was not some sort of a kidnapping, but a live stream. And many peoples are watching him live and giving points. He buys water through his points. Then to gain more points he starts to do some comic and funny stuffs in front of the monitor. Still he didn't get much points from that. Then he gets frustrated and turns off the light and goes to sleep. After waking up he takes shower and again starts doing his weird stuffs to gain points. He even did some stunts like walking with both hands, running and etc., but still didn't get many points. Then after tired up he types and asks monitor for food. Then due to less points they send him dog food to eat. The food was less and was in a dog bowl. He demands to return it but nothing happens. Then disappointed, he starts eating from the bowl. He even ate that food like a dog and also barked in between and starts acting like a dog for points, in which he succeeds and got some more points and something to wear. But he gets a ladies bra which he wears and does a ramp walk and weird stuffs to please his viewers for points. Then after that he starts crying and sleeps while crying. Then when he wakes up again, he tries to earn points by doing strange things. By doing all these stuffs he earns enough points by which he buys a pair of clothes for himself and a mattress to sleep on. After some time his points started increasing day by day. With its help, he buys some things for himself like a shaving kit, mirror and etc. Now also he started getting good food. He was vegetarian but always used to get non-veg in his meals, but he managed to adjust for himself. He also buys wine for himself and used to get drunk. One day while drunk he gets frustrated and angry and starts hitting the monitor and damage it. Then his room's lights went off and also the screen went blank. He then tries to break the screen and other places. Then angrily he punched the monitor and hurt himself. Then he releases his helplessness and begs for forgiveness. With frustration he starts throwing his belongings and cried for forgiveness. Then after coughing his room's power came back and the monitor screen starts again. But also a screen of another person's room also starts playing in his screen. The another person in another room of the similar kind is an old man. The old man explains him that due to some technical glitches, some problem occurs, but it solves soon. The man realized that if he wanted he could talk to other prisoners like him. He also told that no one knows who brought them there or seen him. There were theories of aliens in space. Also, a boy used to convince all that they were asleep, and all this is a type of dream experiment. Both talks for hours about different topics. Old man used to get a lot of points for his skills of talking, and his audience also liked him. After talking a lot, they went to sleep. The man noticed that the old man was coughing a lot. He then goes near the monitor and checks several other channels of the people like him locked inside the room. There were a lot of variety of people running their channels. If someone is giving a cooking class, then another one is giving makeup advices. A beautiful girl who used to give yoga classes attracts the man's attention. After that he returns to the old man again. Old man tells him that everyone possesses a channel number. The man's channel number was 1014 and the old man's was 1006395873. At first the man used to stay away from the old man because he used to talk a lot, but after some time he usually started liking him and both became good friends. They used to sing together, do magic tricks and talks a lot. At night the man tries to communicate with the yoga girl. He appreciates and praises her works and also sends some donations. Then the scene shifts to the next morning, where both the man and the old man were talking. The old man says they have to impress their viewers through their different activities. They might get bored if usually same activities will be shown to them, and eventually they stop giving the points. So they have to give them different varieties of content to avoid their boredom. By the advice of the old man, he also starts doing many other things to impress his viewers, like cooking. Then he used to get more points for that and buys more things for himself. He also starts doing yoga by joining the yoga classes of the beautiful girl he likes. Then the old man starts coughing again. Then the man types in the monitor to buy medicines for the old man. Then while purchasing by mistake, he connects and ends up to an other girl's channel numbered NAR 0526050011, who is showering at that moment. It hasn't been much days she came there. She was outraged in anger and mistakes the man as the kidnapper. But after some conversations, she believed him that he was not. Then the old man too joined the conversation. All started discussing on various topics. The girl asked if someone had tried to escape from there, in which the man told about the incident when he hit the monitor for which he was punished. Then the girl requests him to share all the information he knows about the room, which might help them to escape from there. The girl says he doesn't understand the purpose to all of this. She then said, why would anyone force them to stay there? And also stream them online and also give food to them. If they wanted to punish them, they should have locked them inside a room without food and water to die. But there all the comfort can be earned. But the question is, who were they are before locking up there? In which the man replied that the life he was living inside the room was much better than the life he was living outside. He also told that nobody cares about him and was unimportant to everyone. After some time, the man starts his puppet show. He made the puppets with his socks. He then starts his mini performances in front of the monitor. The old man liked the show, that's why he donated some points to the man. After that, the man also donated a shower curtain to the girl. She was an independent woman and doesn't want anybody's mercy. That's why she gets angry after seeing that curtain. Everything's went normal for a few days. Then one day he starts giving a drawing lesson in his channel. But since he himself can't draw, the lessons were humorous, and even he himself also posed as models, which were also funny. Then the young man buys furniture for himself through the donated points. Then one day the girl lost his mind due to the frustration and suggests starting a revolution. She encourages everyone to join with her. Then a fight breaks out between the trio. After listening all the girls' statements, the old man said the life they were living there was much better than the life they were living outside. The locked room gave them an opportunity to present their talent in front of all. He was totally convinced that now he is living a better life than outside. That night the old man became ill and starts coughing. Suddenly his cough chokes him and he has a seizure. His face presses against the monitor screen because he cannot move. The man appeals all the viewers for help. He asked for favors about what to do in such case. Also, the girl tried to help them. She starts searching for a menu in her screen, but accidentally pressed some buttons. Then suddenly the man's room starts burning. Then he got burned and died in front of both, unable to help himself. Both got traumatized by the event and doesn't communicate with each other for a few days. Then one night, the man communicates with her and tried to convince her that the incident was not her fault. He tries to convince her that all of that was an accident. He also performed a puppet show to light up her mood. Then the girl confessed that she wanted to get drunk. The man orders alcohol for both of them. They both got drunk and tried to recall their previous life before getting trapped there. But both of them doesn't remembers how they ended up there inside the locked room. Then to light up the mood, both starts dancing and doing weird stuffs, like removing their own clothes. But after some time, both again recalls the old man. The man admits he still hears his voice. Then suddenly, the man agrees with her and admits that she might be right, and there should be any kind of function present in the room, which could be hacked, and after that, it will allow them to break free if they all act together. Then the man started giving speeches in front of the monitor. He tells about the old man and how much he was important to them. Then suddenly the yoga girl joins the conversation. She likes her current stage, but due to her conflict with the other girl, she left the conversation. Both the man and the woman starts checking the messages all the other channels have sent and found out fewer in favor of them. After some time, the man again contacts the another yoga girl. She then revealed her secret to success. She said she makes people smile, which is valuable. Misfortune exists everywhere, so does happiness. She said it's person's own choice which leads them there. She convinced the man to do any sort of breathing exercises with her. Then after some time, other girl joins the conversation with the man. She shows him some videos sent to her, like in which someone can control the ventilation and someone can even move the walls. She thinks there were different rooms located at different distances. Therefore, a map of connections should be made to break them. Then, the man said some others doesn't wants to destroy and leave the system. So she should not rush all things. Then she takes scissor and chops her own hairs in the name of revolution. She thinks that it was a distraction for the men on the charge. She says him that if they doesn't react to their dangerous conversation, they can be distracted. After that, the man tries to understand the connection of the rooms by analyzing the codes of the rooms or channels. At night, he joins the yoga girl who encourages others to become happy there and not try to destroy the reality. Then the girl who wants to start the revolution also joins the conversation. Then a dispute starts between the women. The yoga girl accused the girl of spread of violence, and also the other girl also expressed her thought that the yoga girl might be their kidnapper. The man fears if nothing will work out, then he will be left without the audiences. But still he goes live and asks the people who are with them in the support of the revolution. The number of votes in his favor rises to millions. The man surpassed the yoga girl in channel reputation, which made her angry and furious. She asks the man to stop all this. Then the real conflict breaks between the women. The yoga girl demands others to not join with them, while the other girl asks others to increase their efforts to break free. Then suddenly the girl's room ignites, and she starts burning and a downpour falls on the other rival yoga girl. The man watches both of them die and can do nothing. Then his room power cuts and he cries a lot. But suddenly his behind door opens to a bright sunny day. He approaches the open door, but the monitor started again and the man begins to doubt. He again reached in front of the screen and shouted, "They managed to do it, and there's nothing that cannot be done together." But while he rejoices, the door closes again. He then again starts doing his absurd roles for his viewers' entertainment. Then the number of votes and donations on his monitor screen rapidly increases, and the movie ends while he was trapped inside the room.